In this video, we're just going to see how to round to significant figures. So we've got 4 numbers down the side, and then we're going to round each number first of all to 1 significant figure, 2 significant figures, and 3 significant figures. So the first one, at the minute, the number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. So if we just want 1, then basically what that means is we need to just cut it off after the very first number, which is after the 8. So just like when we're rounding other to decimal places, we look at the next number over, which is the 7, and because the 7's more than 5, that means we need to add 1 on to the 8. So to 1 significant figure, the first significant figure is going to be a 9. Now all these other numbers are significant, so we don't want those. So to make them not significant, we just change them all to 0. So it's going to be 9, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's 90,000 to 1 significant figure. However, if we then decide that we want to do 2 significant figures, so 2 significant figures is going to mean we need to cut it off after the 7. So after the 7, the next number's a 2, so that's just going to stay the same. So it's going to be 8, 7, and then the other numbers are still significant, the 2, 1 and 6, so we have to just change those to zeros. If we don't change those to zeros, then our number changes to 87, and we don't want that. We want the 8 to still be where it is, and the 7 to still be in the thousands column where it is. And then thirdly, to 3 significant figures, so we just need to go 1, 2, 3, cut it off after the 2. 1 means the 2 stays the same, so it's 8, 7, 2, 0, 0 to 3 significant figures. The next one, at the minute, the 0 at the beginning here is not significant. Zeros at the beginning or at the end don't count. They only count if they're between 2 numbers. So this 0 at the beginning is not significant. So to 1 significant figure, that's just going to be 0.1. Now in this case, we don't need the 3 and the 2 to change to zeros, because if we put 2 zeros on the end, it's not actually changing where the 1 is in terms of the hundreds, tens and units. So we don't need to put those extra zeros on the end. So at the minute that has 1 significant figure. If we go for 2 significant figures, we would want to cut it off after the 3 then. So it's going to be 0.13. And to 3 significant figures, well, at the minute it's actually got 3 significant figures. So to 3 significant figures, it's just going to stay the same, 0.132. Okay, because that's 0 at the beginning, that's not significant. The next one then, 1 significant figure. So these 2 zeros are not significant. The first significant figure is the 3. So to get 1, I just need to cut it off after the 3. There's a 9 after the 3, which means I need to round that up. So it's going to be 0.04 to 1 significant figure. For 2 significant figures, I want to keep the 3 and also another 9. So I want to cut it off there. So the 9 means I have to round that 9 up. So this causes a bit of a problem really. So that 9 is going to round up to a 10, which means it's going to change to 0.04. And then I need to put that 0 on the end there, because otherwise I've still only got 1 significant figure. So this 0 on the end is counting as a significant figure because it's showing the accuracy of the number. But this is quite a special number, quite a special case. And then lastly, to 3 significant figures, 1, 2, 3, we're going to cut it off in there. So it's going to be 0.03. Oh no, it's not. It's going to be, the 9's going to make, this 9 is going to make this 9 round up, which will make this 9 round up, which will mean that'll still be a 4. So it's going to be 0.0400. That's a bit of an odd case, that one. And then the last one, 1 significant figure means I have to cut it off there. So that's just going to be, stay as a 1. However, I need to put a 0 for the 2, but I don't need to put 0.000. So that's 1 significant figure. For 2 significant figures, I want to cut it off here after the 2, in the place of the decimal place really. So the next number's an 8. 8 means the 2 is going to round up to 13. So that's going to be 13 to 2 significant figures. And then 3 significant figures, we're going to cut it off in there. So to 3 significant figures, it's going to be 12.8, because the 1 means the 8 just stays the same.